Hello and welcome to ZipTied. Today we're doing major work on the roll cage, the roof, bars, all that good stuff. We're adding in a shifter and you get to see the new wheels for this thing. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the tube that goes from here, falls along like where the roof line would be, and meets up in that corner. So what I gotta do is I gotta cut out this little bit of metal here so I can kind of access the top of the dash bar so I can make it all into one, do it on the other side, and we'll go from there. Okay, so a lot of the roof bars are in. So this is the main A-pillar bar. It follows all the way along and mounts right down there by the dash. It works really great. I am very happy with it. It follows this line like perfect. And it's the same thing on the other side. Looks great. They match like perfect. Then I added this eyebrow bar is what it's called. It is perfectly set up in the middle. It fits really nice to that spot right there. And then what's coming up next is I'm building this. Okay, so the roof bars are in. They look great. I really like this design. I thought I'd like an X better, but this is A, easier to do, and B, easier to get out of in the event of a crash. So I really like this. And what this now makes me want to do is do a reinforcement for like the strut towers and all that. It goes from that center point where they meet down to each strut. I think it looked good, especially if it becomes like unboltable so you can access the motor. But hey, that comes later on. What's coming up now is I'm doing a tube from right here down to that corner over there. It's called an FIA bar. It keeps the roof from crushing in when you're in an accident. It also looks really cool. And I think if I do it right, where if I match it like about here, so where the like the vent window is, I can probably match the look pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. I think it'll be really cool. Let's get to it. All right, so the FIA bars are in. You can see this notch is real long. It's about 70 degrees. So it's, you know, my notcher won't do it, which is why the floor is filthy with metal right now because everything's gotta be hand notched. And so back and forth, it goes 100 times. Everything takes forever. But anyway, you can see I got it all mounted down there. Same on the other side. You can really see it on that side, just how ridiculous that bar is to make. But how good it should be at saving my life. Next up, what I'm doing is I'm gonna make these little loops. They go like this, all the way down, kind of, they will go up like that. That's pretty clear how you'll see. And then there'll be a tab that'll attach right here, and that'll keep the windshield frame sitting in spot. I'm gonna break out the wire wheel, get to work, get very dirty, ruin the floor more than it already is. All right, so my little pieces are welded in now. The front of the chassis it's stuck to the car, which is good. You can see they got a little hoop. Turned out pretty cool. I'm thinking of covering them with like sheet metal on top, you know, kind of go like this, and then have dimple dies running up the top, kind of like drift cars do. I like the look. Anyway, next up, what's going on? I'm going to utilize this really long butt bent piece of tube to make a center console. So just to the right of the steering wheel, there's going to be two tubes, which is what's represented by my fingers. They're going to come down, they're going to bend, and they're going to meet up down here somewhere. Still haven't figured that out because I kind of had to guess at the bend. So I'll make do with whatever that turns out to be. As a better visual maybe than fingers, I have this whiteboard. So here you can see in red is the tubes I plan to add. This will all be in about 1 inch and 5/8 inch steel tube. Here's that one I was talking about with the bend in the middle. On top of it sits the shifter, and then you can see from a top-down view, it'll be kind of trussed in. That's what I'm using the 5/8 for. But the shifter is this piece. It's a K-tune shifter. It's a full aluminum billet, fully adjustable shifter with a Mishimoto carbon fiber shift knob. I like the look of it, but really, it's a weighted shift knob made of carbon fiber, so why make it out of carbon fiber? I don't know these answers. But what I do know is this is a cable shifter, which reflects what I have on the back of the Subaru transmission. And this should allow me to now sit in it and do everything that I want to do in the car. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so major progress has gone down this episode. Obviously, the roof. I love this look. I'm so happy that it's in there. It was always missing something without this section of the roll cage on it. Other thing we did, the off-center console. I love this thing. The K-tune shifter obviously shines it up a lot, but even without it, I mean, it's a really cool looking piece right there. It's still missing one tube right in here, but I ran out of tube. I'll handle that next time or off camera or something like that. But for now, I mean, this thing is just shaping up so well. It's exactly what I've envisioned in my head for so long. And it's with the addition of this especially, you know, I can see the whole chassis is there, right? I mean, I love it. But I have one more thing to show you. In these boxes lies 4 wheels. I'm very excited. I know I've seen these 2. I haven't seen the full set out, but to do that right now. Okay, so these are Fiske FM10s. These are very common in the Porsche world, actually. The fronts are 17x9s. They'll get about a 275 tire. These back here are 17x11s. They'll get something like a 305 to a 315, so they'll have some real meat in the back. So this is the package. I'm very excited about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.